Government, state government at least, and to a lesser extent I think the federal government, is heavily dependent on property taxation. And other assets, I suppose, aren't subject to this. Other asset classes aren't subject to that same imposition that property is. So, I guess, where's the solution going to come there?
I think we seriously are at risk of killing the goose that's laid the golden eggs for many generations. Most people we know built their family, their wealth, their security, their financial freedom off the back of their property, their own home and or their investment properties. And I think the governments over the years, both state and federal, have taken advantage of that. They've taken taxes every step along the way, from buying things like obviously stamp duty, and they take it along the way with land taxes and income taxes and levies for developers and then capital gains taxes. And I think that they have to be careful, because they are really at risk of killing that golden goose. Because if you lump any more taxes on property, in fact even at the current level, you're running the risk that it becomes no longer the attractive asset. And then what happens? Because about $6 trillion worth of investments in Australia are residential properties.
Right.
So, and I agree with you, you don't have to pay the same amount of taxes when you're buying shares and many other asset classes that you do with property, which seems to me very unfair.
It's got to be, and I agree with you entirely, we've got to find another way, a more broad-based revenue source than just property. Otherwise, and I think your expression is 100% right, we're going to kill the goose that lays the golden egg.
Yeah, look, I think every Australian understands the need for tax to live the sort of lifestyle that we live. But I don't think you can overburden any asset or any industry or any particular segment. As you say, broad-based, take it across as wide a base as possible, somewhat consumption-based. But if people, want to get ahead and they want to work harder to earn some more, or they want to employ more people, or they want to buy some assets, you can't penalise, because these people that are buying property, they're not all mega wealthy millionaires. These are people that are working sometimes, 60, 80-hour weeks. They're saving some money up so they can buy something so their kids can one day have a better education. So we're talking about just, the average family out in the suburbs are being taxed heavily with a lot of those taxes you've just spoken about.
Yeah, something's got to be done, for sure.